Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. I hope everyone's having a great day and keeping well and safe. Thank you all for joining us for another Show Me How session. We have a super exciting session for you all prepared today. We have the wonderful Zinab, who's going to be showing us how to make face masks. So, without further ado, Zinab, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Zinab. I'm really excited to be here today, and I'm just gonna be showing you how to make face masks. I've used the government guidelines, so they should be good to go. So I've just set up here on my desk, and I've got my t-shirt here. So all you have to do for the first step is I've got my ruler, and I'm going to measure 20 centimeters. Right? So from the edge of the t-shirt, you just want to measure 20 centimeters, and I've marked it here in a line so that you can see it. So I started on one side, and I measured where 20 centimeters was, and then I used the ruler to draw a line across so that when I'm cutting it, it's easy to see the line, so I can cut it in a straight line. Okay, so once you've done that part, I'm just going to flip my t-shirt over, but if everyone cuts across this line, just to cut across here. Okay, so we'll go on to the next step now. So I'm going to turn my t-shirt over because I've drawn on it, but you should all have sort of a strip of t-shirt left. So then, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. You're going to start on one side, so I've chosen this side, and you're going to measure 2 centimeters from each side, like this, and like this. So just to repeat, we're going to measure, so in the last step, we cut across here, and now in the next step, we're going to get our rulers and measure 2 centimeters from the edge into the part that we've got left. So I've measured 2 centimeters and I'm marking a line here. And then I'm going to do it on the other side as well. So I've measured 2 centimeters from the edge using my ruler, and then I've marked a line just to show me where that 2 centimeter mark is. Okay, so now that we've measured our 2 centimeters here and our 2 centimeters here, we're going to get our rulers again, and this time we're going to measure 15 centimeters from the edge into the middle. So I've got my ruler here. My ruler's too short, so I'm going to have to move it along. But I've measured from where I mark the 2 centimeters, I'm going to now measure 15 centimeters into the middle, like that. And then I'm going to draw on so that I know where to cut later. So I'm going to do this at the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing on the top as well. So where I measured the 2 centimeters, I'm going to join and measure 15 centimeters into the middle. So at the top and at the bottom, 15 centimeters on both sides. Okay, and then once you've drawn your lines, you can go ahead and get your scissors and just cut 15 centimeters here and 15 centimeters here. So where you marked your 15 centimeter line, that's where you're going to cut, and then you're going to stop at the end of the line. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to get the scissors and just cut along here all the way to there. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So this whole section should come away. So after you've cut along here and you've cut along here, the last step is to join these two up by cutting down here. So you've cut along here, and then you're going to cut down and join the 2 lines up. Might be easy to mark it first, so get your ruler and just mark a straight line to join them up, and then cut along here. So once you're done, this whole section here will be cut out, and you can take it off. And I did it before, so it should look something like, should look a bit like this. So I cut out this section here, and now I've just got these bits left. If you feel like yours is a bit too big, you can modify it later once we've done the last step. The last step is to get your 2 ends here and here, and just to cut down the middle so that you can make them separate. So you're just going to cut here and then have 2 separate straps, like that. And then when you're ready, you can open the whole thing up, and that's your mask. And these are your straps, and these can be tied around your head. So if you feel like it's a bit too big, what you can do is just cut further in. So remember when we measured 15 centimeters, you can just cut in a little bit more and make the cutout section a bit longer, and that'll make the face cloth part a bit shorter. But this part is just depending on if you find it too big or not. So that was it, really.
If we wanted to design our mask, how would we design it? In any way, shape, or form? How would you suggest we design it?
So a black one might be hard to design, but if you've got like a light colour, you can always draw on it like I did with my marker pen. And if you've got any of the fun colours, you can draw on this part. Draw loads of fun things. You can always stick stuff on it as well. So you can cut out other shapes, and I guess just use glue and stick that on. Does that answer the question? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yay.
And would you be able to give us a demonstration of how you put on your mask?
Yeah. So I've got the one that I made before. So you just hold it up here. So I've got glasses on, so I have to tuck it under my glasses, and then tie it at the back of your head. And then you can get the bottom part and tie that as well. And then this is what it looks like.
If someone wanted to make the mask smaller or bigger, how would you adjust it based on that?
So obviously it depends what t-shirt size you use. So you can use a larger size if you want it to be bigger, or a smaller size if you want it to be smaller. And then another way to do it is, I think it might be easier to show you. Okay, so I've got the t-shirt here where I measured the 15 centimeters in. So if you want the mask to be smaller, you measure more than 15 centimeters. So let's say you measure 20 centimeters and you cut out a bigger section, and then the mask part, which is this part here, will be smaller, if that makes sense. So that's another way of making it smaller, is to make this bit bigger.
Zinab, do you have any final top tips for anyone who is, say, new to crafts or new to doing these fantastic things with cloth and scissors and things like you've done really quickly?
So I've actually not worked like cloth before very much, but it's really easy to put things together by doing some stitches. So as you can see on my t-shirt, I've been practicing my stitches. That's what all the random things are. So that's, if you want to make stuff, it's a really good idea to practice your stitches. Yeah, that's my top tip.
Amazing. No, thank you so much. I'm going to hand it over back to Yasmin now. Thank you so much, Zainab.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
That was awesome, Zinab. Thank you so much.